Hi. We are playing some Blue Alive Damnation again. Sorry for making you wait. I I spilled some smoothie on my mousepad. So I had to clean that up. Because of course there had to be something to delay me. God has forbidden me to start streaming exactly when I said I would. I was about to scroll Reddit waiting. Well, good thing I saved you from the terrible fate. Looks like we have some kind of bot in the chat. I'm gonna remove them in just a bit, hold on. I just have to set a reminder.
Seems there's something big hanging in the air. Could be good or bad. Hello there.
Okay. That should do it. At least the smoothie didn't break your keyboard. I guess that's a bright side. You know, it wasn't much. It was just like a little splash, like a couple of droplets. But you know, I got like a fabric mouse pad, so it kind of absorbs liquids. I should really get a metal one. This thing kind of sucks. Right, what kind of bot we got here? Doesn't seem like the standard one. Oh, it's one of these graphic designer bots. At least that's what I assume. Sorry if you're a real person, but my chat is not really a place for advertising. So goodbye. Metal or glass ones, you will be down the perpetual money hole of new mouse skates, because we are down within a months instead of years. I don't think I've ever replaced my mouse case. So I guess that's one thing that the fabric is good for. But it is just very, very annoying because it like collects and absorbs stuff. Like whatever it might be. Breadcrumbs. Fucking crumbs of chips. Absorbs all kinds of liquids if you spell them. You know, so you can't like check off on your mousepad. That's really annoying. Cause where am I? Where else am I supposed to put that? You know. Also like hairs. Also, this is really old, so it's just kind of starting to fall apart. Like the top layer is just coming off. Why can't this damn horse just keep on running? I'm pressing the button, aren't I? I've used leather and metal and glass and fabric due to all allergies and auditory sensitivity. Sadly, nothing has worked except leather. But but it's like dragging your mouse through mud. Yeah, I can imagine. I think I've been using this one for like the last 7 years or something. Got it as a Christmas present. Before then I was just, you know, raw dogging it. Just on the bare desk. Which, to be fair, isn't that bad, you know, my desk is not like scratched or anything. So I really don't know what the best one would be, though. You know, if metal and glass ones, they wear out your mouse skates, but fabric ones, they kinda just collect shit. And leather is obviously like, just too grippy. I don't know, maybe I'll just buy like a small wooden cutting board. You know? Use that as a mouse pad. That might actually work, now that I think about it. You know, it's smooth. It's a tough material, so it's not gonna get all fucked up like this fabric one. The mouse can glide on it just fine. It's not cold to the touch like glass or metal, so that's nice too. Yeah, you know what? Actually, a wooden one would work. What's happening? There's some kind of standoff. Yeah, you can't be doing that. That's a crime.
What you got on you, friend? Don't let me die, Lord.
That's for my services.
Let's go.
Also, one gripe I've had with the mousepad industry for ages is they don't disclose the fabrics, they just say fabric and I'm allergic to specific cottons and all linen. So I just have to buy and hope. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. I'm not allergic personally, but it is dumb that they don't tell you. They're just like, oh, it's a fabric. Like, okay, there's like 1,000 of those. Which one? Is it nylon? Is it cotton? Is it Kevlar? Is it wool? That'd be pretty sick. Imagine a mousepad made of wool. Your hand would be itching. Maybe a waterproof mousepad is what you want, they make those. I mean, the whole thing with the liquid absorption, that's not really like a big problem. I don't really spill anything on it. Almost never, really. This is probably like the 3rd time ever. I'm more annoyed by the crumbs. Because they just like stick to it, it just collects them. You know, bread chips, like the shit from your eraser. Like hairs. It's fucking gross, it's annoying. And they also do kind of get in the way. want your mouse surface to be clean and smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, maybe I'll just make one myself out of wood. You know, just buy like a... Buy like a little square of plywood. Sand it down, maybe put some, what do you call it? Varnish? Put some of that on there. I think it could work. I think maybe that'd be pretty cool.
You're really working me into a lather, mister.
Maybe burn like a cool...
You're making me real sore, mister.
something cool into it.
I'm gonna lose my temper,
Or write something funny. Nope. They just went right for it, huh? Okay.
Completely visible over there.
Cool. That was a bit smoother than last time.
To the victor, the spoil.
Remember last time the guy got fucking run over by a train? And then we got stuck in the game we couldn't save. Good times. There we go, a job well done. Smooth as hell. Horse, I summon thee.
Go.
Get out of the way, armadillos. I'm on a mission from a god. I think Linus Tech Tips sells waterproof mouse pads, and they are likely good quality. Yeah. Maybe I'll get me one of those. Unless there are some kind of better options out there, I don't know.
You must have a real bad death wind.
Nylon is the one I was thinking of. That's another one I'm allergic to. Or maybe I just had a nylon mixed with linen or something, because I'm 90% sure it's made from plastic like polyester, which I'm good with. Yeah, could be. I think that is often the case. I mean, 100% nylon mousepad will probably be pretty uncomfortable, I imagine.
You found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you.
But hey, I guess I didn't even address the fact that I'm streaming at like a semi-normal hour. Didn't start at 10:30 this time. And you know what? I'm gonna try to keep this. I'm gonna try to keep this schedule. Because, you know, streaming past like 11 PM is kinda just dumb. Doesn't work too well. And by doesn't work too well, I mean I don't work too well. Alright, let's see if we can purchase some firearms or firearm accessories.
Friend? There you go.
Could buy a volcanic pistol, I suppose. But that'd take almost all my money, and I kind of already have a pistol. Yeah, let's just buy some shotgun ammo. Got 28 cells for my big gun. What's next on the agenda? I guess we could go and continue this storyline. Help out Bonnie. And maybe one of these days she'll quit playing games and you know, let us tap that. Didn't I already kill you?
Let's go.
Also, Linus Tech Tips doesn't disclose the fabric they use for mousepads, but do it for clothes. I even emailed them about it and got ghosted. Sad stuff. That's rude of them. Did notice early stream W schedule if it sticks. I'll try to. Might do it even earlier than this. Because I kinda do need to you know, just shift my schedule a little bit, just in general. You know, in case I get like a job or something, I might need to be awake like business hours. Hopefully not all the time, but you know, these remote jobs, they might have some meetings sometimes or something. Although the job market is looking pretty goddamn bleak, I mean, I think after browsing LinkedIn for like about 2.5 hours today, I found, I think, like a total of 2 jobs in Finland that I was qualified for. You know, sure there was like a bunch, there was a bunch of remote job listings, but they were all like, oh, you need to have 10+ experience in cloud solutions including Azure. And you need to have like a strong knowledge of RESTful APIs and I don't know, SQL. I don't do that. I make real things.
Come on.
I don't do machine learning. I don't do web stuff. I don't do cloud development. I don't know about all these weird, like, workflow buzzwords. I just make real applications that do stuff. You know? I program logic.
Well,
But
hello,
I guess
Mr.
that's...
Marston.
We just
How are
don't do
you?
that no more.
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father?
Well-
John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston.
That's an impressive mustache. For a moment I thought you was a horse.
So, my daughter informs me that You're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle just take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. And sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city boy,
No, not
that
really.
is.
I don't want. I don't want to ride horses any more than I have to, man. Come on.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right.
Oh, so you're
now
into
you got
ropes?
some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses.
Horses. Yeah, right. Sure. Also had an allergic reaction to my Nocto mousepad like a month ago from resting my hand and it's still red and bumpy. 0 out of 10 don't recommend fabric allergies, but the mousepad is solid. Good glass, nice stitching and cool design. Yeah, thankfully I don't have any of those, I just have a...
Let's go.
I don't have any actual allergies, I just have like a... I just have a stomach that's very rude. It sometimes just refuses food. That's really only my only like intolerance, if you will. It's like this week we do not like peanuts. Bam. But the next week they're entirely fine. So figure that out. Alright, man. Sure.
Try to stay with me, will you?
Pull that damn rope, Marston.
Yeah!
Hang on to that rope, Marston.
Easy now. You're doing fine.
I got you now.
Don't let it buck you, Mr. Marston. Lean into it. Come on, let's go.
Yep, yep.
Steady!
Let's see it, boy.
Brother, this is too much.
Almost got you.
That's it. Don't give
Tell
up.
me what
I
you
got
got,
you.
boy. Take it slow now.
Keep at it, Mr. Marston.
That's it.
Man, being a horse gonna suck.
That's better.
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston.
Imagine you're just grazing in the goddamn wilderness, you know, just eating grass and then some fucking hairy ape gets on your back.
Mount up, Marston. You leave this one to me. I think that's
Starts fucking wrangling you.
Timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch.
What are you waiting for? Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's rope another one.
We have to.
Come on, rope one of them.
I think we have enough horses. Let's just leave them be.
We're
Don't we though?
Yeah.
Keep a good hold on him! All yours! Hop on and show him your spot! That's it! Lead with him!
Come on, baby. Calm down. Calm down now. Nearly there. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. See? We're friends now.
You got him eating out of your hand! Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Get back to the ranch.
Sure.
Let's go.
10 years experience, just use everything on the planet for 10 years. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what you gotta do to get one of these damn jobs. Just tell them like, oh yeah, I have 10 years of experience in everything. Don't worry about it.
Come on.
If someone can grow a mustache like that, they have the right to wear a top hat. You know what? I agree. You either gotta have like a big mustache or you gotta have like the little chin beard, like the little gold beard, and then like one of those villain mustaches.
Go.
One of those two, nothing else will do.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. I mean,
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Your stomach is indeed rude. Yep, it's very inconsiderate.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track
Or-
down another herd of
okay.
horses.
Whatever.
you never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Come on, horse, I don't tell you to stop.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
How'd you meet her?
She was an orphan, too. Fell in the same bunch of reprobates I did. She did what she had to do to survive, same as I did. You can't wallow with the pigs without getting a little dirty. She's a good woman, a strong woman. That gang was the closest thing to family she ever had.
Paul will be real happy if we can wrangle some horses. We've got bills stacked up like bales of hay. Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead.
Easy.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Yeah.
This is normal horse behavior. You tame the pack leader and you are the new leader. They live the dome sub life. Yeah, these horses are freaks.
Come on.
They just wanna rope around their neck, they wanna be choked.
Let's go. Come on.
on, who told you to break up? Get back in the bunch.
Come on.
Hey. Where the hell are you going?
Let's go.
This freaking rebellious horse. Oh, okay. I guess we did it.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the civilian's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Ah, that troublemaker.
Come on. Go.
Get over here, you freaking stallion.
Let's go. Yeah.
Shit. Stop running all crazy, come on. Just throw the damn lasso.
Steady. That's it. Whoa there. Nearly there. Relax. You're mine now. Oh, shit!
What?
Yeah. Slow down. Come on. Calm it down. I got you now. I got you. Almost got you. Easy. Come on, baby. Calm down.
Shield, man, come on.
That wasn't so bad. Let's go.
And just like that, I've acquired a horse.
Come on, easy up now. Come on.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't wanna, he's an asshole.
He's a fine animal.
Pointy goat beard is also harder than it seems. I can grow a goat beard. But making it stay pointy requires a straight beard, not curly. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be pointy, necessarily. Just gotta have a little chinny beard.
Come on.
Then you can look like a magician. It's so hard to say nothing whenever he brings up his wife. I wanna, like, avoid spoilers. Yeah, I guess we'll go do that. So, should we like put a saddle on this thing or?
Come.
Whatever. Who needs saddle, really? The horses like having bold monkeys ride them. Yeah, they are kinda weird. They're kinda weird that way. That's why zebras were never tamed. They don't give a fuck about domination. They stick to packs for safety, not community. Yeah, you know what? I'm with the zebras. The horses, you know, I don't trust horses. I've seen horses do strange things without explanation too many times. I've seen a horse step on a chicken for fun. That's just something they do. It didn't even eat the chicken. It just looked at the chicken for a while and just fucking stepped on it. Watch it like flap its wings for a while. Then when it stopped moving, it like raised its hoof. Just walked away. What was that? Why'd you do the chicken like that? I've also seen them like eat small birds alive, you know. Something's up with horses. I don't know.
You okay, lady?
My husband's missing. These bastards won't do anything. But he's a good man. He don't drink nor lay with whores. And he's been missing for 3 days.
Let me guess. You went missing up in the hills?
How did you know, mister?
Just a guess. If I find him, I'll bring him back to you, but people seem to go missing up there.
Oh my God. If he's gone, then what'll I do? We ain't got much money. And I'm with the family wagon.
As I said, I'll do what I can.
Well, lady, I mean, there is always the one option, you know. There was always the one option back in the days, and I guess there still is. That's just how it be.
Hello.
Come on!
Once you get to Canada, though, I won't need to worry about it anymore. Oh shit! Now I'm just waiting to get to Canada, I guess. What the heck's in Canada? Besides like syrup and a moose. I mean, the horse might have just been a psychopath like some people still stab living frogs with the forks for fun. Yeah.
Go!
I guess that's possible. We should do like a scientific study on this. Can horses be psychopaths as well? Let's find out. There was a kid in the village. If he found an animal that didn't escape right away, he would use a fork on it. I remember him stabbing a bat who was injured. Yeah, there was always the one kid wasn't there. He used to be like, hey guys, do you wanna like go set squirrels on fire? What are you talking about?
Come on!
Why would I want to do that? Oh, it's just funny when they scream. Okay, I'm 7, but I feel like this kid should be in an institution of some sort. I don't have the words to describe what he has, but I don't want to be around him. Those eyes, they seem hollow. There ain't no emotion behind them, I can tell. Oh, he's alive. Look at that.
You gotta help me, mister. Oh, mister. Some city fella just attacked me and broke my leg.
What?
He broke my leg. Some city fella. Guy got kind of creepy on me, and then he got violent.
When?
Just now, he ran off that way. Can't have gone too far.
If I find him, I'll bring him back this way.
Thank you, mister.
You know what? I gotta say it because I've seen 2 people make this mistake now.
You're all crazy.
I've seen this guy in the game, and I've seen it in the chat. There is no such thing as might off. I know it's a very nitpicky thing to bring up, but oh, that was him.
Come on.
You know, as a government certified grammar Nazi, I gotta say it. Might off is not a thing. It's always might have.
Come on. Slow up.
It's a very common mistake, I know. But it just triggers my very specific OCD. I think I've also said this on Twitter like 100 times.
Don't annoy me.
There's no might off, there's no should off. Might have, should have.
Don't take me back to that man.
Let's go.
This is a nightmare.
So is he playing the victim, or
Let's go.
is the other fella actually the murderer? I mean, I guess either one is possible, because you know, we don't know what any of these people look like. We don't know who's telling the truth, so should probably take out the shotgun just in case, you know.
Bring him here.
Okay. Now what? Nope. Are you gonna... Okay. Oh. So... Shouldn't have done that, I guess.
What can I say, partner?
What do we do with this guy now? You were supposed to give him the guy? Yeah, I know, but you know... I wasn't sure who was the real killer here. You know, he could have just been playing us, I was just trying to make sure. Trying to make sure he doesn't try anything funny, but... I guess they didn't plan for that eventuality. So...
Just
Do you wanna
stay
go?
still a minute.
So, is this the guy? Is this the murderer? Should I shoot him too? I don't know. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess that was the... So that was the victim then? Alright. Well, I guess I called it, but... Too bad they didn't actually let me do that. Because I don't want the other guy to, like, start gutting him in front of me. That would have been embarrassing and a failure as a lawman. But sadly, Rockstar didn't, you know, plan for me being ahead of the curve. Curve. That's the right word. He was gonna try try to eat him and you could have prevented the eating. Yeah, see, that's what I figured. I was too ahead. I was too forward thinking. Rockstar didn't, you know, prepare for my brain being so massive. Absolute psychopaths, also according to the tech tips Linus. Horses have a tendency to look away and on purpose step on people's feet, so it might just be that horses with all species try to see who's the dominant one. In the situation, psychopathic ones will go as far as killing. Yeah, man, I don't trust them. I don't trust the horses.
Hey, excuse me. Can you help me? I'm stranded out here. I could really use a ride.
I guess.
Actually, I got a better idea. See you around. You won't get away with this!
You know, one of you already tried this in Red Dead 2, but... sadly for you, horses just don't move fast enough to do it.
Sorry, partner.
Ooh, just a fucking apple.
Come on.
My man's just wandering the goddamn wilderness with an apple in his pocket. What are you, a fucking orphan from the early 1900s? You like fucking Tom Sawyer or something? You know, like... Also, I am the grammar police for the word anyway. Whenever people say anyways, I must correct them. There's no anyways, it's just anyway. That is kind of funny you bring it up, because I do use anyways. I know it's incorrect, you know. I just think it sounds better.
Let's go. Come on.
Mostly because Bane from DC had a very passionate rant about people saying anyways. That's fair, you know, I just think it sounds better in some situations. I don't always use it. But sometimes. You know, because in my mind it just sounds like, you know, like any ways that might go. Like there's multiple ways something might go. but anyway already implies multiple ways because it's any. Yeah, I guess it does. But I guess anyways, might imply like multiple different outcomes. Not just that it might go anyway, but you know, it might go in multiple directions simultaneously. I don't know, that's just my weird thought process. No? This doesn't seem... Can I shoot the rope? No.
What's next, pal?
Oh well. You know what, I might not be
I need it more than you now.
all that good at this law enforcement business. I was way better at being an outlaw. When all I had to do was like, hey, go here and like rob this guy. Take his money. Blow up this camp of bandits and take their gold.
Come on.
Simpler times. I do agree anyway, sounds better though, but I love Bane. That's fair, I've never read the comics or actually seen Bane anywhere else, but I did like him in The Dark Knight Rises. Mostly because his voice is fun to do. You know, I think my favorite thing that came out of the Dark Knight movies, you know, is not actually the movies themselves, but like all the fun characters that I can imitate. Or at least could, I don't know if I still can. You know, like, fucking Alfred, the Joker. And of course Bane. And Batman himself, obviously. Although his voice is kind of harder to do, it's very taxing. Because he just kind of grumbles. Where the fuck are we going? How do I get down there? Well, I could have gotten down there from over there, but... Yeah, I guess we're close to that road. Okay, whatever. Also, I love that, like, Michael Caine tweeted that one quote from the, not from the Dark Knight, the, Batman Begins. And he signed it off by saying, Batman Begin. Why do we fall down, sir?
Let's go.
So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Batman Begin. Yes, thank you, Michael Caine. Thank you, Sir Michael Caine. Well, carry on.
Let's go.
Oh, actually that gave me like a good meme idea. Thinking about the Dark Knight, I gotta write it down before I forget, because I think this would be mildly amusing. Except I once again can't click on my other screen, so that's cool. Okay. I'ma just write it down on the phone. Just a moment. Ah, this is the life of an obscure internet influencer. Whatever they call them. Niche internet micro influencer. There we go, and that should get that should get at least 5 likes when I post it. It does require a bit of photoshopping though, so can't post it yet. There we go. Good stuff. If you want to see a good Bane, I really recommend watching the Harley Quinn series. But be warned, a lot of season 1 is just a feminist piece about Harley's an independent girl boss who doesn't need Joker. They do drop that stuff though, because there's no reason to keep saying it, as she is clearly an anti-hero who does her own shit. Yeah, I heard the parts of that series are good. And here, from the pictures that I've seen, I do like Harley Quinn. And I also did like her in the Suicide Squad movies. So if it's anything like that, then sign me up. Man, I hate how these things can these NPCs can shoot through bushes. That's kinda not fucking fair, man. What, do you guys don't know how to use raycasts? Or do your terrain decorations just not have like a collider? That seems like a dumb mistake. That seems a bit lazy. Bunch of goddamn amateurs, I tell you. I should be running Rockstar. Clearly I know better.
Yeah.
You know, now that we were talking about Harley Quinn, that actually reminded me of a funny tweet I saw some weeks ago.
I've given you enough chances to walk away.
Yeah, it was just one of those posts where somebody posts 2 colors, asks people hey, what do these 2 colors remind you of? And it was like a black and dark red. Other people oh, I don't know, Harley Quinns. And one episode that legend just went. It reminds me of Harley Quinn's fat fucking ass encased in that bodysuit. Thank you. Thank you for saying what we were all thinking. Bitch. I think that is a great comedic tool or technique. You know, just saying something that everybody's thinking without any shame or any reservations. Everybody else is just kind of dancing around it. You just go you know what? You know what this makes me think of?
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie.
Okay. What are we doing? Something, I'm guessing. Guess we're following this dog. Yeah, there was actually another one that kind of followed the example. I don't know if you guys use Twitter much, but there's like a current thing, as there always is, where people have started to like, how should I describe it? They've started taking like bots very seriously for some reason. You know, like these e-girls, these fake goths, if you will. You know the ones that I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're untainted. Maybe you're a pure soul. I don't know. But yeah, the former goths, the elder millennials, if you will, they're not quite. They're not too happy with them. Now that they've turned their former culture into a porn category. Which, you know, whatever. I don't really care, I just think it's funny to make fun of them. Because I just find enjoyment in making fun of people who are making fun of something that isn't that serious. Because they never can handle it. Oh, what's this? Stop rustling that cattle. But yeah, I saw like a funny post related to that. That's where I was getting. You know, somebody started off like, as he was doing the same thing, like, you know what really pisses me off with these fake goths, these fucking bot goths, if you will. You know, they're just these sluts who dress in black. I hate how hard it makes my fucking dick. I was like, alright, that's a good one. You had me in the first half. You had me going, I thought she was just one of them, but... Goddamn. You subverted my expectations successfully. I can let you in on a secret. Harley Quinn is spy and stuff happens in the show. Now that's cinema. She also beats up an old lady as a based one does. Hell yeah. That's what it's all about, you know, you make out with men, you make out with women, and then you beat up the elderly. Live your life, queen. Alt girls who just dress up and don't live the culture. Yeah, you know, porn stars. I don't know why they suddenly became like an issue. I guess there's just a lot of goths because, I mean, you don't see plumbers going like, oh, look at this fucking Johnny Sins guy pretending to be a plumber even though he doesn't live the culture. Ooh. How dare you turn my profession into a porn category. We should have this man assassinated. Although that might just be because, like, he's just like the bald guy. Like, how could anybody hate him? That man's an American hero, goddammit. He's done it all. And he's done them all.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss, I got most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
What, it's just a bit of rain, don't you have a fucking coat? Well, I guess they don't, since they didn't put any on.
The weather gets any worse.
These silly Americans, they don't know weather. Oh, it's a bit of rain and we're gonna die. Look, I've been naked out in minus 37 Celsius. We'll be fine. Just put on a big leather coat and a hat. I mean, as a former goth, I do get it. People are forgetting the culture and music behind goths and only focusing on the attractiveness. Yeah, I guess. I guess that can be seen as annoying. But like, also just... You know, as with all these internet things,
Don't ride off. It's closing in fast.
like especially
Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll
especially when it
all
comes to
that
these
land
like
together.
OnlyFans
Come on, I can't do
bots,
this all by myself in this weather.
just don't look at them.
Let's go.
I haven't
You know,
seen a storm like
going
this for a
there and
while.
saying like,
We need to be quick.
oh, they're just pretending to be goths for attention. Like, yes, and you're giving it to them. Just stop. Don't look at them. That's kind of why I find it funny. They're really going out there and be like, hey, look at these attention whores.
Come on.
Like, I'm sorry, are you against them or are you trying to help them because you're doing the latter? Anyways, I digress. Where the fuck are we? What are we doing?
Hurry.
I have no idea. Okay, I guess we're moving the herd or something. Whatever. Fuck. Relax.
Go.
Okay, are we done? I guess not.
They're spooked. We have to stop them stampeding. Oh my God! They're running for the cliff.
Why are you getting off your horse?
Let's go.
The hell?
Yeah.
Hey, don't go there. Don't go off the cliff. God damn it. What's wrong with these damn cows? Can't you look down, you idiot? Tilt your head. Silly creature.
Good work. I thought we'd lose them all. Right. Let's round up those stragglers. The storm's getting worse. What are you waiting for?
You know, when I'm playing a Wild West game, I kind of do it for the gunslinging and the robbing of the trains. That kind of stuff. I don't really want to hurt cattle. I gotta be honest. I don't really care for this. I mean, you don't see it much, but the same thing happened with femboys, and a lot of femboys hate the sexualization. Yeah, I guess that's what it relates. There's just a lot of goths, which, you know, I find that kind of surprising because I've never known that many goths. I think kind of like 3 of them. Back in like middle school. And they didn't really do much, they just kinda hung around in some dank corner, smoking. Giving everybody dirty looks as they passed by. Right, so do we have to like go back to get some more cows? Okay. I guess that's it. Get in there, you silly beefs. Also, some porn stars are pretending to be femboys online and then getting called out because they haven't done a porn before. They haven't done porn and people know they don't have cocks. But either bots or the most naive people on Earth are saying it's transphobic to call them out. Or making tens of thousands from a culture that they do not belong in. Yeah, that's bad too, although I think it's more about like just lying. You know, like false advertising is straight up a crime. If you're selling porn, doesn't that kind of count? I don't know, might be a... That might be semi-illegal, now that I think about it. Just saying. But I guess that's kinda hard to define. Like music. Like, is it because does it count as false advertising if I say I make rock music and then I sell people, you know, like, I don't know, country.
Back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Cool. We sure herded the shit out of those cows. Anyway, what next? Oh yeah, there's Sith. Wonder if he's, I wonder if he's related to the McFarlanes. Imagine we're gonna go there, it's gonna be fucking Sith McFarlane. Be doing his Peter voice. But I don't know, should we do that or should we do something else? Should we maybe do a bounty? I don't know, there doesn't seem to be one. There's also more Bonnie stuff, but I kind of fear it's gonna be like more cow herding. Well, I don't know, I suppose I might as well get it out of the way. Since we're probably gonna have to do it anyways. Look at this, I'm making my horse go insane. My horse is gone unstable.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Thank
Oh,
you, Mr.
alright, I
Marston.
guess we're
I'm sure it's It's nothing, but I worry about the old fool.
I guess we're not hurting cows, we're hurting her dad.
Come on,
So we gotta get him back into the pen.
stay with me. I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss McFarland. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss McFarland?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the East and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sore toe, I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I could trust.
Hey man.
Look, I think I see someone.
Do we? I don't see nobody.
Quick as you can! Stay with me! Daddy! What happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now and fetch a wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Please stay close. Gee up! What could have happened to those
Go.
poor men? And their horses were dead too. It's a bad
Maybe
idea
it's
to
the dang
split up
maneater.
right now.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have done something like that?
Isn't that a
Boss
song?
seemed to have an idea who it was.
Maneater?
Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
I have a vague recollection of that
Those
being like a...
damn rustlers!
like
I've
a
got a
pop
good
song.
mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And
She's
you're
a
no better. How many men have you
maneater.
killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the
It's
men
probably
I
not a-
killed.
I heard
Accurate
the way you talked
replication,
about
but-
that gang you were in. Like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize it.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal.
Suck's sake. I'm trying to think here. Trying to remember this damn song and you keep yapping. Okay, they stopped. Never mind. A lot of songs exist so properly, it does sound familiar. Yeah, I feel like I've heard that recently. I would look it up, but once again I can't, for whatever reason, use my other screen. I should probably figure that out too, because that's kinda inconvenient. In case I need to like do stuff in Streamlabs or something. Oh, now I know. I know where it is. I know where I heard it. It's a song by Nelly Furtado. I understand that sounds like a bit outside of my usual music taste, but I wasn't listening to it for the music. I was watching that I was watching the live performance from the Juno Awards, I think it was called. From last year or the year before, I can't remember which one, but I don't know if you guys have seen Nelly Furtado as of late. If you haven't, you should look her up. Cause oh boy. They say some people age like fine wine, but I think in this case that's an understatement.
Come on! Put it on! The doors are blocked! We need to find another way in!
Enough of us! Get a move! Oh!
Mr. Marston, please!
Oh.
See if you can get in through the wall!
Oh, hold on, I seem to have spilled some tea on my disc. Or like on the side of my glass somehow. There's like a ring of tea here. Not sure how I did that. Just fucking spilling shit all over the place today. Weird. I do get that feeding the attention seeker never works. I personally won't do it. But it still sucks to see them around. I mean, it's just... You know... It's just those types of women doing their thing. They just do whatever's popular, you can't really take it personally. You know, it's kinda like getting mad that, oh, they're all pretending to be gamers. Like, yeah, of course they are. You know why? Cause there are a lot of gamers. You know, they're like an algorithm. They're just trying to optimize. I had a goat nature teacher, and dear lord, if God is real, he hand sculpted her. How come I never had, like, hot teachers? I feel like I'm the only person in the world. What was the biggest place of femboys posting homemade porn? There's like 1 woman per 50 femboys, and it's always like, what are they doing there? Like, I'm not here to see her pussy. I mean, my friend is not there to see her pussy. Yeah, exactly. Very rude of them to trick our friends like that. Why have you made me look at that? Such a beautiful woman turned to that. What do you mean turned into that? That's like a 500% improvement. Don't you dare post any anti-architect propaganda. There aren't many rules, but that's one of them. Listen, we follow the we carry on the legacy of Sipsco here. Big women, big money, big fun. And that's in that order. Nothing else will do. Up.
Help me, will you? Let's go.
Well, how are you gonna... There we go. Doing some parkour. Get into the barn, and how might as well... Okay, there's the door. Can I get the horses out of here? What is this? What is this act of sabotage? Get out of here, you freaking idiots. Oh. Well, this is gonna be a cool exit. Hell yeah.
Let's go. Slow down.
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. Well, you saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, I did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
Yeah, man, I think she wants to do it. That's my read on the situation. She did an awkward pause. Clearly she wants to do it in the cornfield. What the fuck? What is your problem? Hey, hey. You got that out. Jesus, man. What is this? What is this beast's problem? Stop that. Stupid cow. I had 2 hot teachers total across 3 schools. Man, I had none. All my teachers were like, you know, the standard teachers. Like, I don't want to sound too mean, but it just seems weird because everybody's always talking about like their hot teachers. Like, remember when your hot teacher, she was checking the person sitting next to you, like checking their assignment. She bent over. Like, no, I don't know that. They all look like librarians. Which was probably for the best, because, I mean, back in them days, let's just say, that would have been a problem. It still probably would be to some degree, but back then I was a real dog. Maybe I got the wrong person. I looked up the person who wrote the song. Really? Didn't she write the song herself? One second, I can't use the other screen. Goddammit. Just checking that we're talking about the same person. Because, I mean, if somebody doesn't find that an improvement, then... Ooh. I don't know what to tell them. Maneater by Nelly Furtado. Songwriters Nelly Furtado, Tim Mosley, Nate Hills, and Jimmy Beans. With a Z, that's a cool name. But yeah, no, all the other writers on the song are men, so... I don't know. I did mean Nelly, I suppose we have a very different taste. I guess so, because I mean... I'm just saying... Look at them thighs. Look at those things. They could destroy a man. In the outhouse. Oh man, come on, not in the outhouse, you can't be doing that. That's too much even for me. I mean, back in them olden days when outhouses were just like a hole in the ground. Like you just have a wooden seat and a hole in the ground. Can't be fucking in there. It's gonna be stinking like old shit. Nope. Here we go again with this bullshit. This time I was fucking prepared. Nope. I guess he decided to fire both barrels at once and missed somehow. Okay. Whatever. All I'm saying is I would have to be paid to get near her. Okay, you know what? I get not having the same taste, but that's insane. That is crazy talk. But I suppose, you know, I do have a quite different taste to most people. At least if, you know, Twitter and TikTok are any indicators. Because I'm out here trying to find somebody built like that so I can make waves in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me study the physics of that fucking backside.
Come on.
But I guess, you know, I just gotta agree to disagree with people on this. All I'm saying is, if you don't see the appeal, then you might just lack some imagination, because... Ooh. The face kills it for me, it's all about the face for me. Really? I mean, no, I get it if you don't like the face, but I don't think her face is like bad. You know, she looks pretty goddamn good for being what, like, well over 40, 45 or something. I saw my teacher's nip once, she bent over. Too bad she was in her 50s wrinkly. Unfortunate. I've had sex with 2 people in outhouses that are just holes in the ground, something about 40 makes the smell go away. I don't know. Doesn't really work for me. Like an outhouse, like I don't know if I could even do it in like a public bathroom. Although I suppose it depends on the person. You know, there are some women out there who I would just... Like, I'd do it anywhere, really. Like, I'd do them in a fucking World War I at range. If need be. But those, of course, are rare. For I am a man of refined taste. If that doesn't kill it for me, I mean Danny DeVito is goddamn. Yeah, you know what? That we can agree on. I mean, Danny DeVito's he's a handsome beast. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Fair enough. Hold on. Oh, he died. Okay. What kind of man dies when he gets just beat in the ass once? You a hemophiliac or something? How you gonna bleed to death from that?
What were you eating?
But you know, that's me. That's the sort of animal I am. And I guess that's part of the reason why my drawings don't really do all that well. Because that just ain't what most people are into.
Tough one, ain't you?
If we're going based on social media, then most people seem to either be into like hentai girls with planet-sized tits, or I guess Sydney Sweeney. That seems to be about it. Be quiet. Be quiet, prairie dog. Give me your skin.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Oh, cool! I got a wolf heart.
Go!
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I gotta start drawing like I don't know, anime versions of Sydney Sweeney to make it as an artist.
Come on!
Personally, I'm more of a Belle Delphine man. Small tits, perky butt all the way. Or small tits, perky butt all the way. And her face is near perfect. Yeah, so I guess we're like... In that regard, we're like the... Well, not exactly like polar opposites, but pretty far apart on the spectrum. You know, I'm more of a... Who would be a good example? don't exactly want to like list my favorite porn stars here. That ain't this kind of stream, at least not yet. Yeah, you know what? You know who I like? I like Ashley Graham. Not the game character, the model. Not the model of the game character, I mean the actual, like, swimsuit model named Ashley Graham. I don't know if you guys remember her. She was like the first, like, famous plus-size model. And I know in most people's minds plus-size conjures like images of like a blimp. Not the case, don't worry. Look her up. And also I would like to bring up the fact that a lot of people back in the day, like 10 years ago, were trying to convince people that that's like a disgusting whale. I just feel like I gotta point that out. That was kind of an insane time.
Mister, some city fella just attacked me and broke my leg.
What?
He broke my leg. Some city fella. Guy got kind of creepy on me, and then he got violent.
When?
Just now, he ran off that way. Can't have gone too far.
Have.
If I find him, I'll bring him back this way.
Thank you, mister.
Why won't you people just leave me alone?
Damn. Horse.
Come on.
What, Graham? I was adjusting my pillow. Ashley Graham, as in Graham. Graham.
You're all crazy.
You know, when I'm drawing a woman, that's kind of what I'm trying to go for.
We'll see how tough you are.
What's
What?
wrong with you?
For God's sake.
Let's go.
Probably why I'm into femboys. They don't exactly have boobs. I guess so, you know, that's kind of funny.
To that man.
I never thought like being into small boobs was that big of a
I'll
thing.
do anything.
Irony intended,
It's
but
a nightmare.
you know, now that I've been on social media, I've met like a whole bunch of people. Like I know this fellow on a Blue Sky, he's an artist. And that's like his main thing. Like damn, I thought the big titties was kind of a universal thing.
Let's go.
You learn something new every day. Human attraction sure is a diverse tapestry.
That's him.
Before or after her weight loss, although both look fine to me. Oh, she lost weight? I don't know, I was talking more about, like, back in the day when she was, doing, like, runaways and photo shoots still. I don't know, I guess she still might be doing that, but back when she was, like, famous. I guess it was, like, 2016, I wanna say, 2017 maybe. Like when she was doing Sports Illustrated. There was the one famous photo shoot, you know, where she was like on the beach and in the water. People were saying like, "Oh, look at that fucking whale in the water." Like, yeah, that's crazy, man. I really wanna fuck that whale. Call me fucking Captain Ahab with the way I'm chasing after the white whale.
Crazy son of a bitch.
But yeah, let's try to actually complete this mission this time. Before I slaughter both these men again.
Oh my good lord! Please get that man away from me.
Hey, fella.
You broke this poor fool's leg, mister.
This maniac tried to eat me. We've got cannibals in these here hills. Please help me.
What?
Please.
Fella's gotta eat now. Fella's got to eat.
Save me from this freak, please. Please.
You're just about dead.
There we go. All good.
Hold still, or I might stab you by accident.
No need to thank me. Well, I guess he's not gonna. Which is fair, I mean. I did just tie him and bring him to a cannibal. Anyways, I guess that storyline's done now. We could maybe go see if there's a new bounty. Make some of the money.
Yeah.
I hear that's good for buying things. Small boobs actually a bigger thing than people expect, and it's sad when girls with small boobs get fake ones. It's like ruining a masterpiece. Yeah, you know, that's usually the case. I've seen a couple of instances where it's like really well done. It kinda works. It is pretty rare though. Although I'm a kind of a... I'm primarily an ass man. I think boobs are like a secondary consideration. So I don't really care that much. She and plus sized, yeah, that is pretty. That is pretty plus size opposed to normal plus size being like 2 to 300 kilos. Yeah, you know, it is kind of funny that when you say plus size, people kind of just assume I'm talking about like that. What's the other popular one, or like the famous one? Was it Tess Holiday? You know, she was built a bit differently. So people just kind of lump them all together. But yeah, you know, just putting it out there. If people are wondering what I'm trying to go for with my artistry, that's kind of it. Oh, what's going on here? Just missed all those shots. Oh. Was I not supposed to do it? Were these like lawmen chasing after criminals? I don't know, it's hard to tell. They're all shooting and they're dragging a woman away. Okay, I guess these are the bad guys. Ooh, I wasn't quite fast enough. Probably should have used Deadeye in that instance. I just never remember that it exists. Oh well. Hello.
Let's go.
Why does it say I'm connecting to the chat?
Hello there.
Did I lose connection? No? Streamlabs is just tripping. I've seen fake boobs where the nips point the opposite ways. Yeah, I know what you mean. The ones that are like, you know, like they look like rock hard. You know, just two fucking spheres. Those are weird. Although good or bad fake, I would still prefer real smalls. I don't know why, but big boobs just makes a woman less attractive to me, even though I'm a butt guy. That is actually interesting. Again, because, you know, for most of my life I thought that was like a universal thing. Because every man I knew was into big titties. I thought that was as... I thought that was as universal as, like, being straight, basically. It's been an enlightening experience, you know, hearing from all kinds of people. I mean, shit, I've become aware of hand guys. You know, guys who are into hands. Like, previously I know that, like... I know that, like, foot guys existed. Mainly because of Quentin Tarantino. But, like, hands? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't understand feet either. But, like, I'm not surprised by its existence. Or the existence of, like, foot guys, because... Like, oh, okay, that's like a taboo thing. So I can see that being a thing on some level. But, like, what's there about, like, hands? That's not like a weird taboo thing exactly. You know, they don't, like, smell bad. They're not dirty. Just the things we use to grab onto stuff. Weird shit, I don't know. Oh lord, the rock hard ones, why just why? Yeah. I've bumped into a lot of bad ones while looking for references. You know, especially like the ones from the 90s, when they had those, like... They had like a whole genre of just women with like a massive fucking fake titties. And I have to say, I sort of like them, but not in like a sexual way. I just think they're like funny. You know, it's like a big hair. It's just like a silly thing. Like, really, you really made your... You really made yourself look like a blow-up doll. That's hilarious. But also kinda concerning at the same time. But hey, you know what? I appreciate the commitment. You know, like those people who have like their whole body tattooed. Like, yeah, you know what? Spice things up. Make the streets look a bit weirder than they already are. I can appreciate that on some level. Let's keep things interesting. That's my one radical woke take. Look weird. Why not? I mean, I'm not gonna try to fuck you, but I assume that's not their goal in the first place. Even though I don't like big boobs, they look good because of the shape and jiggle, but when they are stationary, it's no good. Huh.
Let's go.
So you like appreciate the just the shape and the physics. This is actually... Weird as this conversation may be, this actually provided me with some, like, interesting insights. I am all for contemplating these weird things. You know, what are people into and why? Speaking of which, I don't think I've drawn anything in like a week. I should probably get on that. In fact, I'll probably get on that one once I wrap up this stream and after I've worked out. Gonna draw some fun shapes. I mean, there's angle people. Yeah, that's like a fetish from the Red Dead Redemption times. Oh my god, did you see she bared her ankles? Yep, that'll make those menfolk go awooga. Their eyes gonna bulge out of their heads like that fucking cartoon coyote, whatever his name is. I am an eye guy myself, and I struggled with eye contact as a kid, and somehow that transformed into ice being hot. Like a fully clothed woman with beautiful dark eyes look at me in the eyes is all I need. I could give up porn for that. Really? Well, damn, that's kinda interesting, you know, I'm feeling pretty, vanilla by comparison.
Somebody there? Give yourself up! It'll hurt, lad! You ready for your daily, lad?
Where are you, Malloy?
There you go, that went pretty smoothly. Had to say it. Why didn't you throw the fucking lasso? You had like 3 seconds. Why does this boy gotta be so slow sometimes? Let me tell you something, Arthur would have done it. Why can't you be like Arthur? The full body tattoo, I actually get it. You treat your body as a canvas and it is your body. Tattoo your balls and butthole, but why get plastic surgery no one likes? Well, I assume people don't usually get tattoos to like look good for other people either. At least not always. Maybe it is just for them. I have seen those people. Treasure? I'd like a treasure.
Not a problem, sir.
No, you're not gonna share your treasure with me. Well, that's pretty rude, but I don't know.
Let's go.
Whatever. Guess I got like 4 doors. I may not like big boobs, but I can appreciate how a big butt and big boobs create a type of balance. I like balance. Yeah, I guess that is like a one. That one is like truly universal, you know, the appreciation of symmetry. What's this, gang? What are you all doing taking up the whole damn road? Form a line. I sometimes find porn in VR with eye contact, and even though I can look anywhere in the video, and it's all in the days, but that's very rare because getting the headset on and then finding VR porn is inconvenient. Yeah, that seems like a hassle. Seems like it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Hole in the ice, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I suppose if it is truly for yourself. Yeah, you know, I've seen those people, weird as it may seem. They're like, oh my god, you're just trying to look good for men. You turned yourself into a damn blow-up doll to appeal to male fantasy, and they're like, I don't give a shit, I did it for myself. You know, specifically one of those thoughts who was getting clowned on Twitter. And in fairness, she did look pretty much like a blow-up doll. You know, she looked like something you'd find on a Rule 34 under the tag, under like the 3D tag, you know. Just like, holy shit, is that really a real person? She was like, yeah, you know, I just want to look like this. Alright. I guess there's not much that anybody can say to that. Also, blue eyes are the stereotypical attractive color, but for some reason black, brown, green, yellow eyes do it for me. Can even be contacts like purple. Yeah, you know what, I agree on the brown. I like brown eyes better than like blue or green. Hi. Do you mind getting out of my horse's ass? Thank you. Where is my horse going though? Now is not the time to be a mountain goat. Ah, look at us just having some man talk. Talking about women and whatnot. Talking about boobs and butts. What next? You guys wanna talk sports? And a beer? Well, too bad, because I don't know anything about those things. Fooled ya. Fooled ya, I don't actually know anything about sports ball engines. I've only ever shot a few guns. Had you thinking there I was like a man's man, didn't I? Probably not, but maybe. Does this game have dynamite? Because I could really use some. It just made things so much easier, you know. Guess I just gotta find some cover. Oh, they've already started shooting. Guess I can always just snipe them.
That fool nearly shot me.
There we go.
This is mighty Jim.
Guess trying to take them alive is kind of a waste of time anyways. I mean, what am I, Batman? Nah. Just shoot him in the head. Save the taxpayers some money.
Go.
Here we go again. It's gonna be a long way to Armadillo. We might get killed on the way. Hopefully not though. But there is a pretty high chance given how far it is. Also, I've always thought people were into Asians. Because of the eyes, because that's what I was into, but then I learned usually people are into the voices and accents. And I just never got that. Yeah, you know what, me neither. You know, like I don't understand how people watch Japanese porn, for example. Like that is just a very, very incomprehensible thing to me. Those noises they weird. Those noises they make are just fucking weird, man. And also I think it's partially because the Japanese just don't understand what an ass is. No?
Why don't you go get some bread? Even this up a bit.
Like that's just a piece of information that the Japanese don't yet possess. Like I'll see somebody talking about like a Japanese adult actress. Like, oh man, she's got such a big ass. And I'm like, really? I didn't know they did asses over there. And then I look it up, and in fact, she does not. Stand still, asshole. You know, I'll look it up like, ooh. That's a rare gem. A Japanese woman with some buttocks. Let me see if that's true. And it's like, I have more ass than that. What are these people talking about? You know, I don't want to sound mean or anything, but I gotta call it how it is. Oh, fuck, more. Oh, that was not one of them. That was just some man. Whoops. Oh well. Better just get the fuck out of here before the police show up. Armadillo, here we are. You don't know sports ball? Not even orange sports ball? Man, I don't... You know what? I don't even know the rules to any sports ball. Not football, no basketball. If I happen to see it somewhere, like if my parents are watching some basketball, I'll have no idea what the fuck's going on. I don't know what your goal even is besides like throwing the ball into the basket. I think that's what they're trying to do. That's about it though, that's all I understand. Sometimes they'll stop because somebody like broke a rule. And I just won't have any idea what the fuck it is. Like in football, they'll just stop and then they do like a formation and then like one man tries to kick the ball in the goal. I don't know what the hell that is.
Dear sir, hello.
I have no sports knowledge of any kind.
Nice doing business.
Why do I feel like I just got robbed?
Yeah, I mean $30 for some shotgun shells. That seems like a lot. Guess the marshal's got some stuff for me to do. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna do this mission. And then I'm gonna take a small break and maybe play some Forza Horizon. I've got some Forza-thon points. I think the season might be over, so we might be able to get another backstage pass. You know, just see what's going on over there. See if we can get some cool rewards, maybe. Well, let's just do this one more thing for the marshal.
I don't have a clue. All right, but it's gotta be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston?
Who?
Who? My daughter, you fucking scum. Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire. Why?
Why? Because she hadn't been seen since yesterday afternoon.
Huh?
I don't think I can cope. If I lose another child...
Now, Drew, nobody's lost anything yet. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, Mr. Marshall! Mr. Marshall! Come out, wherever you are!
Who the hell's that?
Hey, buddy! That'd be your next fucking mayor.
Even better! Good day, Mr. McFarland.
Get down from that horse, boy, or I'll shoot.
I wouldn't recommend that, mister. Not if Drew McFarland wants to see his Bonnie back in one piece. Hey, Mr. McFarland! This is a nice girl you got there.
Get out from there!
You know, part of me's got to thinking I should just marry her myself. Give her a baby and that.
What do you want?
That's better. I want Norman Deek. I want him set free. Then you'll get your daughter back, mister.
We don't do deals with outlaws, boy.
Yeah, you do! Let's not waste each other's time pretending otherwise. Old government themselves ain't much more than a bunch of crooks. This is the land of opportunity, mister. And I'm giving you the opportunity to get your daughter back before 15 friends of mine take out all their anger and their loneliness on her.
Where the hell is she?
Where is she, boy?
Bring Deke up to Tumbleweed in a couple hours. And don't get no funny ideas, or I will slit that horse throat myself.
That's not nice.
You boys have a pleasant afternoon. Yeah!
What do we do?
We do as he says. You and me, Marshal. Mr. McFarland, I'll get you your daughter back. I owe her that.
Please do.
Right, so we should do the classic switcheroo, you know, just make a dummy that kind of looks like the guy out of dynamite.
Hurry up, boy. Let's go.
No?
Quick as you can, deputy. Make sure he's tied on good. Stay with me, Marston.
I won't let anything happen to her, sir.
Let's go get Miss McFarland back.
Hold on there, fellers. I got some chat messages to read. I fear this is a long mission. I think the black eyes are the most beautiful. And Asians usually all have those, and God, Japanese porn could make a man wish he was deaf. It sucks, man. Koreans don't usually do all that though, but I only know that because I found a Korean actress once while looking for specific toys. Also, Chinese seem to be pretty quiet. I don't think I've ever seen any Chinese porn. Also, did you know there's a huge genre of porn in Japan where men have gigantic baseball-sized balls and they just jerk off on a girl and just drown them in it? I didn't know that, but now that you said it, it doesn't surprise me. Yes, the balls are obviously fake and filled with the white viscous fluid. Liquid. Yeah, I figured. I figured they would be. Football rules are stupid. Yeah, I remember from the little football I played back in, like, elementary school. Like, I didn't really understand it. Which is why I always just, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play defense, you guys go ahead. I will just stay back here. Also, there was a F1 crash and a racer died and all the news was about Max Verstappen. Now I don't want to watch F1, so I don't want to watch sports or racing no more. Yeah, you know what? I think the only sports I've like watched more than 5 minutes was women's volleyball. You know, because I just appreciate the skill. Was it a GT crash? I think he does both. Yeah, I don't know, that name sounds familiar, but again, I don't know sports. Not this mission. Oh, is this like tough, or is it gonna get dark? Also, once the girl literally was gasping for air and they did not stop spraying it on her face. Yeah, the Japanese, they're kinda different. You know, you wouldn't think about it, or you wouldn't think it of them.
Why is this sorry son of a bitch so
They're so quiet and polite. But yeah, they're kinda weird underneath all that.
Norman T. Williamson, right-hand man. In other words, a glorified errand boy.
Bill Standards have slipped.
We already filled you with lead once.
I mean, what do you really expect from the people who pioneered the art of tentacle porn?
Don't ever use that line near your deputies. You know, for his sake, they'd best not have laid a finger on Miss McFarland. What is this place we're headed?
Tumbleweed, lonely, godforsaken place. Come on! We need to get to Tumbleweed!
Max Verstappen is considered the best racer in our time. He's famous for F1, but he famously loves GT more, even if he does GT. He even does GT sim racing in his off time. I don't really even know what GT racing is. Like Grand Tour? Is that like Le Mans or something? Because that's really the only like type of race that I know outside of F1, like NASCAR. And that's only because I watched the movie, you know, Ford versus Ferrari. Which I have to point out, by the way, that's an excellent movie. That's just really well made.
How is this mess supposed to turn out? Permitted an outlaw to do the work of a lawman. That's madness.
Ain't much difference between the two, as far as I can tell.
Is the game too quiet now, by the way? I kinda lowered the volume so I could hear, you know, hear my own thoughts.
I've been living up on a little farm in West Elizabeth for the past few years.
No, I mean, what's your nationality? I'm Irish myself.
You're about as Irish as I am Scottish.
I am Irish, you son of a bitch.
An Irishman who's never left New Austin. My father was a Scot who never stepped foot in Scotland. You gotta admire the patriotism.
Perhaps you need somebody to mind you of your manners.
You talk mighty big for such a little fella.
You ain't the stud duck in this pond, Mr. Mail Order Cowboy.
Come on now, boys. This ain't gonna help Miss McFarland.
Sorry, Marshal. This whole mess is starting to get to me.
Boys will be getting that smoking, I bet.
Go.
That is kind of funny though when Americans say like, "Oh yeah, I'm Irish" or something, in like the thickest southern accent you've ever heard. Oh yeah, my family they came down here from Ireland in the 1800s. I'm Irish. No, you're Texan. You know, at a certain point, it doesn't really matter where your ancestors came from. You know, if we go far back enough, I'm sure like all of our ancestors probably came from like Africa or something. Wherever the scientists say the first humans came from. But you ain't really calling me African, are you?
Across the bridge. Not far to go now.
Haven't been for at least the last like, I don't know, 20,000 years or something.
Let's go.
I think once you start talking like that, you're no longer Irish.
John, you'll be exchanging the prisoner for Bonnie in the middle of town. Keep your eyes open.
Same with like Italian Americans. You know, some New Yorker guy.
Besides, Norm here's gonna be my shield, ain't you, Norm?
It'd be my pleasure.
Marston.
You know, some guy called Tony,
Make sure you keep a gun on that son of a bitch.
who looks like fucking, what's his name? Guy from The Sopranos.
I'm sure it's been nice for the boys to have a whore to play with.
Oh yeah, I'm Italian. I'm walking here.
Like it.
Like, I've met Italians. They don't talk like that.
Maybe she won't want to go home. She's been fucked so good.
Careful.
Save some of that breath from breathing.
What are you waiting for? Untie me, fellers.
Where's Bonnie? I thought we had a deal.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'll drop 100 fools like you.
That's true, he has. This man's killed a lot of people.
Let her go, or I'll kill every last one of you. Bonnie, where are you?
My old eyes ain't good enough for this kind of shit.
Coming.
Somebody give me a scope. Is that an enemy? I don't know. Might be. I hope so.
Where's Bonnie, you sons of bitches?
Oh. Well shit, that's not good. Guess we gotta step this shit up. Can we shoot the rope? No.
You're gonna be fine, Bonnie. You give that rock a bad name.
Oh, there's still a bunch.
Don't you lay a finger on her.
Whatever, we can take a couple of bullets. Alright. That was something.
Bonnie, are you okay?
I'm fine now, Mr. Marston. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell took you so long, you stupid man?
Well, you weren't exactly helping me.
If you think I'm gonna lower myself by making a joke about being all tied up, you got another thing coming. Come on.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm glad they didn't make me ride back with them because I wanna loot these guys. It's a whole lot of money just sitting there.
What can I say, partner?
And a whole lot of bullets as well. He also was in a car with a rally driver once. Watched him driving on his second try rallying. Almost got the same time as a pro rally driver. He's truly a master in GT's Grand Touring or Gran Turismo. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what it's called. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. Oh, wasn't there somebody here? Game audio's fine, okay. That's good. I met a guy with a Russian wife, and he mentioned that while I was having a shit. Well, having a shit. My brain just fucking filled it in. Yeah, he told me while I was having a shit. You know, as one does, just having a toilet conversation, a very normal thing. Thanks, brain. While I was shit-talking Russians, and I just had to say your wife isn't Russian if she wasn't born in Russia or hasn't ever been there. I mean, that is kind of true. You know, like if your parents or your grandparents were of a different nationality and they moved to the country you're currently in, I think you can say like, oh yeah, I'm like whatever Italian American. But I think, you know, like 5-6 generations in, you're just American. You know? But I guess we need to get back to the ranch to save. And then we'll play a little bit of Forza Horizon. Maybe acquire some new cars. And I figured I'd do like a longer stream since it's gonna be the last one of the week. Got some plans for the rest of the week. Probably gonna be back around, I don't know, next Thursday, as usual. They shot their own guy, he was an excuse. Yeah, I guess they really just wanted to kill these good folks. I believe you are where you were born. If your parents are Irish but you're born in Japan, you're a white Japanese. Or like, you know, Irish Japanese. If you're born American and your parents are from Italy, and you speak Italian, I think you're Italian American. If you don't even speak Italian, you're an American with Italian parents. Yeah, I think that's a fair distinction. You know, you don't speak Italian, you've never been to Italy. You're not really an Italian, are you? It always brings me back to the one clip from the Jontron video on Steven Seagal. where he's talking about like, oh yes, I've always been a Russian, you know, my grandparents, they were, my parents were, they were Russian Mongols. And then it cuts to like a Wikipedia entry. Born Stephen Frederick Seagal in a fucking Buffalo or whatever. Alright, Stephen. Sure.
Let's go.
That is kinda crazy, by the way. That guy's just like chilling in Russia. Just hanging out with Vladimir Putin. You know, Steven Seagal, the star of Under Siege. The world's a wacky place. Does he still do movies? I think the latest movie I've seen from him was like 2021. You know, he's not exactly a young man anymore. But then again, his physical condition has never stopped him before, so... Maybe he just sits like the entire movie now, instead of just 80% of it. That guy's a fucking... He's a character. He's a fucking character for sure. I've never seen him in a movie, but watched the JonTron video 3 times. Yeah, they are an experience for sure. And that's a good video too, by the way. I mean, say what you will about JonTron and some of the things he said in the past, but that guy can make videos for sure. Or, you know, his crew can make videos. I guess he's most just a presenter. What is happening over here? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I did kinda point a gun at them, but they seem like bad guys. Stop writing. Yeah, I guess we were kinda too late. This fella seems pretty dead. Oh, he's got physics. We can make him swing. Well, horse. Shall we keep going? I rewatch all his videos every 4 years because he uploads once every 4 years. Yeah, I guess, you know, productions of that level do take a lot of time. I'm not sure what my favorite even is though. You know, I like the Steven Seagal one, but I think I might like the Flex Seal ones better. I also really like the Dan Aykroyd video. I wanna buy some of the Crystal Skull vodka one day. I haven't yet because it's fucking expensive, but you know what, the moment I have like some real spending money, I'm buying like the big glass bottle. Not even for the vodka, I just want the bottle. Okay, we're finally here. Oh yeah, and the goop ones too. Those are good. Kid Nation was also... That was kind of insane. They really did that. They really did make a kid nation. I need that bottle, and I wanna try the vodka. Yeah, I mean, I would try it, of course. But I want the bottle more than I want the vodka. You know, I wanna fill it up with like, I don't know, little crystals maybe, like a bunch of little crystals. Then put like lights in it. Turn it into like a lamp. Or maybe like mineral oil. Put some small LEDs in there. I think that'd be cool. Coupons are amazing. I love Tudor and Redoute. Yep. Lots of fun things that man has made. Shout out to Jontron. You know, not that it needs my shout out, but you know, fuck it. Shout out to Jontron anyways. I would fill it up with piimäkissel and tell people it's my kamska. Piimäkissel looks like cum. Yeah, I know. I know what it looks like. That's something our people share. Although over here, it's called piimäkisseli. You know, there's an A in there. You know, the A with the little umlauts. And it's also one word, I'm pretty sure. Just a fun Finnish and Estonian fact. They are sometimes very similar. But anyways, I'm gonna take a short break. Then we're gonna play some Forza Horizon 4 for a little bit. So, you know, stay tuned, stay on the channel. Gonna put on some music for you guys in the meantime. Since Mr. Jonathan Young has so generously provided us with free to use music. If I could only use my second screen so I could actually turn it on. What did I do last time? Oh yeah, I guess I used good old Control Alt Delete. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Be right back.